you don't have one key identified contributor.
No, and that
I know it's a multifaceted disease, but it's just, you know, the frustration from farmers is why can't the department identify what is causing this and why can't we get to the bottom of it? I mean, spending 100 million a year to try and eradicate a disease is a noble pursuit, but it doesn't seem like we're getting any closer. And do you have a percentage breakdown of what the key causes of TB are across the state right now?
Right. Well, I suppose one of the issues, and I'll ask Dr. Fanning to contribute on this, is that bovine TB is a complex disease. As I've said, the numbers really increased from 2021 to 24, and that's multifactorial. It's the transmission of disease between cattle is an important factor, wildlife is a factor, and I suppose that there are issues in relation to testing as well. And all of those issues we feel have been comprehensively addressed now in the new TB action plan, which is addressing the disease on a range of fronts, including really communicating to farmers about what they can do in terms of their own biosecurity to reduce their risk, in terms of buying in animals, trading animals and so on, what the levels of risk are, and really stepping up that level of testing. So we have 2 different ways of testing now, and that will really... Just on
that, do you know what the largest contributor is to TB in the country right now?
Okay, I'm going to ask Dr. Fanning to introduce.
Please.
Okay, thanks. As Secretary has pointed out, it is a multifactorial disease. So there is attributing it to a cause, you know, the largest cause. So I suppose the highest percentage of herds and animals affected are dairy cattle currently.
Okay. Do you have a highest contributing factor to that? There has to be something that you've identified.
So there's a number of different factors to that. I suppose quota abolition in 2015 has led to the expansion of the dairy herd. So if you look at from an intensification, it is a population density disease. So if you have more animals on farm, it obviously, like COVID, it's easier for a respiratory disease to spread. There's a number of different factors. Farming practices have obviously changed with that. There's been an awful lot of movement of animals, of cattle being bought in to allow that expansion.
You don't have one key identified contributor.
No, and
I know it's a multifaceted disease, but it's just, you know, the frustration from farmers is why can't the department identify what is causing this and why can't we get to the bottom of it? I mean, spending 100 million a year to try and eradicate a disease is a noble pursuit, but it doesn't seem like we're getting any closer. And may I ask, what was the spend on TB? I know you haven't published your accounts yet, but for 2025, is there any indication as to what the total cost is? Because I can imagine it's higher.
It is higher.
Yes, so the provisional outturn for 2025 was 122.7 million euros, and we fully accept, Deputy, that that's not where we want to be. That's not what we want to be spending money on, and that's why the TB action plan seeks to address all of the issues. So to support herds which are free of TB, which is the majority of herds, to remain free by giving them really solid advice on what steps they can take to protect themselves from TB, to reduce the impact of wildlife on the spread of TB, to detect and eliminate TB infection as early as possible in herds with the TB breakdown so they can avoid future breakdowns.
Yeah, I want to support you in your endeavours with the TB action plan, and I sincerely hope it works.